There's a Lidl opening in Cambridge today. How excited are you about going to Lidl, Mark?
I want to go! Hypocrisy, this is an aristocracy. I'm Socrates, but my skin more chocolatey. What's up, woo?
Hi everyone, it's Sam, the Stoic teacher. I'm a Cambridge philosophy graduate and I currently have the pleasure of teaching philosophy and religious studies in South London. Welcome to today's Stoic Reflection of the Week, where I'll be talking about ancient wisdom and how it links to some of the modern issues that I've come across in the last 7 days. Today's 3 quotes are going to focus on the topics of courage, resilience and gratitude. Now, you might have seen the snippet at the start of the video. The first quote on gratitude came to my mind when I was with my mum today, and just as we came out of Friday prayer, I said to her...
So earlier, I told Mum that there was a Lidl opening. This Lidl, wait, can you see the sign? That there was a Lidl opening in Cambridge today. How excited are you about going to Lidl, Mark?
I want to go!
Oh, for God's sake.
As you can see, the reason I was reminded of a Seneca quote on gratitude in this moment is, one, I was so grateful over what seems like such a silly thing, just because she is so adorable in the way that she responds to such little things. And secondly, I think it just showed that really we should be reflecting and be grateful for the little things that we do have. I've been able to spend half term with my mum in Cambridge and I'm delighted that I was able to. And the quote that came to mind is the following quote. It's from letter 81. You can find it on line 19 in Seneca's letters. We should try by all means to be as grateful as possible. There is not a man who, when he has benefited his neighbour, has not benefited himself. And here, Seneca's talking about the way in which gratitude helps us. And he was writing, 2,000 odd years ago, but recent research on gratitude suggests that consciously counting your blessings, writing things down in a gratitude journal leads to an increase in happiness. And Seneca explicitly recommends journaling at the end of each day. So I would recommend the 5-minute journal, which I've linked down below.
On to the second quote. Funny story, I didn't actually end up taking my mum to Lidl. I took her to the Lidl car park and then I realised that I needed to get my 5k run in because I've committed to doing one every other day alongside my calisthenics, which is bodyweight fitness routine. But this quote came to mind and so I thought I'd share it. Musonius Rufus, who is an underappreciated Stoic, if you accomplish something good with hard work, the labour passes quickly, but the good endures. If you do something shameful in the pursuit of pleasure, the pleasure passes quickly, but the shame endures. This is from a wonderful book by Cynthia King, Musonius Rufus, Lectures and Sayings. This is saying 51 in the book, and the original source, she says, is Aulus Gellius, Attic Night. The same thing happened to me this morning. This quote came to mind again because I've literally just got home from a park run. If you don't know what a park run is, every Saturday morning, 9 AM, all around the country, volunteers put on a timed run. I was so tempted not to go. I made a bunch of excuses this morning, but I thought to myself, listen, I'm going to be recording this video talking about this quote, and if I don't go, well, quite frankly, I'm a hypocrite. So I went. I'm so glad I went. I feel really good. And like he says, what does he say? The labour passes quickly. Yeah, it was only, 24 minutes? It was not, that's a very short period of time. That's, one episode of The Good Place on Netflix, which is what I probably would have done if I didn't go. But I feel great. And it's set up for the day nicely. Going to go back, take my really cute niece Miriam to the play centre. So it's just set everything up nicely. And similarly, if I hadn't gone, I think whilst doing those things, I would have been thinking, I should have gone. I should have gone. And shame is a strong word, but it's slowly there. James Clear in Atomic Habits talks about every action that you do is a vote for who you are. That, in terms of habit formation. And by going, in my head, I'm someone who runs 5k every week, or indeed every other day. This is how I was able to lose the weight that I'm going to document in a Stoic weight loss journey, which you can see on this channel. I went from 23 stone to 15 stone in 6 months, from July 2017 to March 2018. Part of that was kind of putting this quote into action, to be honest. This is why I feel so passionately about Stoic philosophy, and why I spend all my time reading about it and talking about it, because it genuinely just helped me change my life. The third quote came to mind when we were actually on the way to Friday prayer, just before I took Mum to Lidl. And Mum said that she was scared about going to the mosque, and I said, Mum, why are you scared of going to prayer? And she was referencing what had happened at Regent's Park Mosque earlier that week, where a man had stabbed the muezzin, the man who was giving the call to prayer in the mosque. A really horrible attack. Thankfully, the man was okay, the person who was stabbed, and actually went to prayer the following day in the same mosque, which I think was an unbelievable show of resilience and courage. And similarly, Muslim communities that got up and went to their places of worship, and Mum, by going to Friday prayer, despite her fear, showed the kind of resilience and courage that is encouraged by Epictetus in the quote that came to my mind. Epictetus says, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear principle. Some things are within our control and others are not." This quote essentially distills one of the core teachings of Stoicism, which is the dichotomy of control, the idea that there are some things within our control, other things that aren't. Our time is best spent focusing on our own circle of control. What is it that we can do in any particular situation? So in this situation, for example, we can be a bit more cautious, but really we need to kind of move on and get on with it, which is what Mum chose to do, which is what the Muslim community in Cambridge Central Mosque, which is really beautiful, chose to do, and around the country as well, and especially the muezzin who went to prayer the following day having been attacked. So, overwhelming focus on what's within their control, overwhelming courage, resilience, which we've been discussing. If you've made it to the end of this video, well done, and thank you very much. I'll see you next time with some more ancient wisdom for modern times. I'm Sam, the Stoic teacher, and thank you for watching.
Hypocrisy, this is an aristocracy. I'm Socrates, but my skin more chocolatey. What's up, woo?